You're not one of the typical castaways we get here, are you? No, I recognize a fellow adventurer when I see one. I left home years ago to find Raven's edicts, the guiding principles handed down to the 4 races of Empyrea at the dawn of time. The tablets the edicts were inscribed upon were lost long ago, scattered all over Empyrea. When I crashed here, I thought my quest was over. But I found one in Monkey Spider Cave. If I hadn't have been so distracted by its majesty, I'd have noticed the mother monkey spider lurking behind me. I escaped with my life, but not the tablet. If you're up to it, shoo that mad mother monkey spider away and retrieve the lost edicts of Raven. You retrieved the tablet. Isn't it beautiful? Just think, these runes, these hallowed words, were inscribed by Grandmother Raven herself. If only I could read this ancient language. Alas, that task was never meant for me anyhow. But there should be someone who can. The Alfoy were handpicked by Raven to be the stewards of her edicts. So, in theory, there should be an Alfoy who can decipher this tablet. If you ever make it off this forsaken rock and find yourself in Xanadu, look for an Alfoy custodian in a special library called the Empyrea.
No! Leave me be, vile shadow beast! Wait, is that a Raven's Edict tablet? Give it to me now! How did you come by such an important relic? Rescued it from an overly maternal monkey spider on Ariel, you say? Amazing! You must be quite the powerful traveling wizard creature! As an Empyrean custodian, it's my job to study and teach the edicts of Raven. But for generations now, we've been relegated to cleanup duty. You see, long ago, even before the reign of Queen Shaka, Raven's edicts were stolen from the Ethereum by an evil witch named Sycorax. But as she was fleeing with the pilfered tablets, she was waylaid by an ether storm. Sycorax and the Edicts of Raven were never seen again. At least, that's how the story was told to me. You know, some believe that theft was the harbinger of our current woes. Without Raven's words to guide us, the people of Empyrea have strayed from her original intentions for us, thus allowing the shadow to creep in. The discovery of this tablet, on Ariel of all places, means the other 4 tablets must still be out there, just waiting to be recovered. I beg you, wizard, if you find more of Raven's edicts, bring them to me so I can return them to their rightful home in the Ethereum. Hello again. Thanks to you, I was able to return to my beloved Arca. Oh my goodness! Are those the 4 lost Raven's Edicts tablets? Quickly, quickly! Place them upon the tableau so they can be read! To the dwarves, you are the keepers of fire and ice, stewards of my will. You shall be the force of innovation that moves Empyrea forward. To the Calamar, you are the keepers of life and death, stewards of order. You shall bring and sustain harmony to Empyrea. To the Nimbari, you are the keepers of storm and myth, stewards of strength. You shall protect Empyrea with might and imagination. To the Alfoy, you shall be the keepers of my edicts, the stewards of my words. You shall keep Empyrea illuminated in knowledge. To all my children, do not forget my words. Study them often, For if you do not live in the light, you will be consumed by the shadow. My goodness! It's like Raven was here speaking directly to us! Oh, can you imagine what it would be like to talk to her in real life? Words of inspiration are so important, especially in times as dark as these. Thank you for your service, friend. May the light guide you always.
These blasted storms. The last one battered our little township here, but good, and we're out of usable parts for repairs. There are some wrecks in the jungle, though. Get some debris from those, and some silk from monkey spiders, and maybe I can lash up some repairs. Oh, good. We live in a camp made of trash and spiderwebs. But, still better than a damp cave, I guess.
They say Sycorax once had something called a hollow deck. Its spell cards enthralled the beastmen by creating illusions of their ancestors. Although legend has it that sometimes those illusions came to life and attacked everyone. Could you search the jungle and find the hollow deck?
You look for holodeck? Ha! Me beat you to it. Trinkalo need that to make deadly pretty pictures and conquer all tribes. Magic deck! Make stupid wizards stop following Trinkalo! Odds? How wizard find me? Me make more trinkelos than me can count. Fine. Take deck. His stupid deck anyway.
You found the holodeck. That's wonderful. Now we can conjure some fake monsters to scare the hostile beastmen away. Now that we have the holodeck, we're safer here in nowhere. But we still have to venture outside to get food. The best food around is the crab apple, but they tend to attract lightning bugs, which tend to fry things and people. Can you help clear out some lightning bugs and gather crab apples? Oh, thank you. And you may want to avoid water until the lightning bug charge wears off. Oh no! We used the holodeck to create illusory trolls to scare off beastmen, but the trolls turned real and started attacking us. We never saw it coming. Now our real fake trolls are rallying nearby to raid nowhere. Please deal with them. Thank you. Who knew summoning fake guard monsters from an ancient witch's spell deck would be so dangerous?
Quickly, wizard, I have an urgent task for you. You must retrieve my books, each one a scintillating, romantic tale of magic. Yes, they are magic books, and they were stolen by beastmen. Who knows why? How could they relate to the epic romance of Crocorella and her Fabulo? They think courtship means throwing rocks at each other. Reclaim my books from those beastmen. Is that the sweet, musty aroma of books I smell? Yes! Quickly, give them here! Oh, Fabulo, you're the real beastman. Thank you, wizard. I've been stranded here so long, and these books are all I have left of civilization. I know why the beastmen stole my Fabulo fancies. Before they took them, they read another book so insightful, it increased their intelligence. It's called Sentience, for dum-dums, and it is still missing. Such a book could make the beastmen even more dangerous. It could also explain the rumors of oddly well-spoken beastmen in the jungle. Talk to our scout Major Mouse for details, and find that book.
Prospero has sent you to find a book? A book? The louse. Does he not know what is happening here? We can discuss the book after we save Nowhere. There are beastmen renegades in the jungle. Smarts. They fight us and Caliban with clever tactics, and talk using words longer than my tail. I don't know how they became so smart, but if you can defeat their leader in the cave over there, maybe they'll back off.
Verily hath I consumed the book of knowledge and internalized its wisdom. I am become sentience for dum-dums. And with this power I shall rid Ariel of the slaver Caliban and the outlanders of Nowhere. my lunch is coming back. Oh, I have regurgitated the tome. Throw up book. You take now. Big words hurt head.
A beastman swallowed this book whole, became smart, and tried to wipe us out? I knew I should have just dug a hole to hide in. You should return that demon book to Prespero and warn him that I had better not start seeing super intelligent monkey spiders.
Splendid! You recovered my book! Personally, I found it a tad pretentious, but it's still good to have it back safe and sound.
Quiet! Do you hear it? That ominous sound on the horizon. Draw closer. Getting louder every second. It sounds like buzzing. And in the distance, we see smoke. Trees falling. Something's out there. Something large and terrible. Well, check it out for us, would you?
Hey, why you fight my bugs? They not hurt anybody. They just burn down whole jungle. It's stupid jungle. Has pollen. Make me sneeze. But once it gone, I plant better jungle. Hypoallergenic jungle. And you not stop me, Outlander! me stop burning down jungle? Ooh, have bugs make giant hive. Not let any pollen in.
I'm not hearing that buzzing anymore. I take it you addressed the problem. What was it? Actually, don't tell me. There are enough things in this jungle to give me nightmares already.
You know other Outlanders? Ones in nowhere? They have good water. Jungle water. Tastes like stink bug and sadness. You talk to Waterkeeper and bring friend Crusher good village water.
Who are you? What do you want? Don't you know who I am? I am the most important person in this whole forsaken village. I am the keeper of the water, slaker of thirsts, wetter of whistles, not just a plumber, no matter what anyone says. Oh, yes, but now my vigil is threatened by the most terrible of vexations, faulty filters. Raiders stole the good ones. Can you get them back for me? Have you completed your task? For I, Keeper of Water, Master Quencher, and Curer of all dry mouth. Excellent! These filters are perfectly crafted to sift out all the excess sadness in aerial water. It's been a real problem. Take the sample and taste the difference for yourself.
This water tastes like sunshine and rainbows. It's definitely from Outlanders.
Me flocked friend of Crusher. Me collect animals and plants to make medicine and pets. Monkey spiders have eggs, make good medicine, good tasting. Go battle spiders and bring me some eggs. Haha, now me make monkey spider serum. Good for colds, and minty fish.
Shh, do you hear it? Listen! The chewing, munching, noshing, gobbling! They think I'm mad, but I'm the only one who knows the truth. The Shadow is not our greatest enemy. No, the greatest threat to the Alfoy is cake and pie and cookies. It's our own gluttony. The gobblers, scourge of the edible worlds. You know of them, yes? Would it surprise you to learn that we Alphoi are gobblers? Or better to say, they are us. Or they were us. The point is, they succumb to the cravings, to the cake's lies. They devolve. I won't let that happen again. We must spread the message of restraint and moderation, or else Xanadu will suffer a fate far worse than the Shadow. But I'm not exactly allowed inside the Leisure Dome at present. Could you distribute these pamphlets to the Alphoi patrons inside?
Ten out of 10 Alphoi can devolve into gobblers. Don't be a statistic. Oh, you've been talking to the crazy guy outside, huh?
What's this? Gluttony leads to gobblery? Good to know, thanks. That reminds me, I should order cookies.
Yes, hideous mutations, penchant for architectural gorging. Don't you know it's rude to interrupt someone while they're eating?
You have spread a noble truth today. Now the Alphoi know that unless they stop their gluttonous ways, gobblers are our future. They didn't believe you? The fools! Don't they know that each delectable frosted crumb of cake brings them one step closer to doom? I blame the shadow creatures. They always tear down the posters I put up across town and chase me and call me names. They want to keep the Alphoi fat and docile, but we'll show them the truth. We are lanky and irritable. Go bust up those shadow creatures. Well done! Hopefully those shadow beasts will leave me be now. I already have a ton of ideas for new posters. There's they're still not listening. They continue feasting on cake. Yes, that must be it. Who would listen to me when they could listen to cake? Chock full of chocolatey goodness, cake sings a siren song no Alfoy can ignore. This is why I eat only a single bran flake per week. It keeps me pure and regular. Oh, you can help me purify my people by snatching up all the cake and other decadent treats in the Leisure Dome. Goodness, the stench of those pied pastries is nearly overwhelming. You must get them out of here. To the sewers! That is where these treats must go! After all, they would end up there anyway, right? We're simply skipping a step. I have a vault in the sewers where I entomb all the things which lead our society astray. Take the treats there quickly.
That smell. I know that smell. Heated dough, rising yeast, artificial chocolate flavoring. You have cake. Beautiful. Just give us the cake, and there won't be any trouble. Come on, just give us the cake!
Alfoy scavenging in my vault like rats, you say? Now do you understand what we're up against? The terrible, insidious influence of the Gobbler. Blasted, slobbering, gobsmacking gobblers! We have to keep the Alfoy out of my vault! I'm thinking electricity. Just charge up the door and give intruders a healthy zap. It's for their own good. Bring me some sewer eel electrolytes to generate the necessary volts. Excellent! Now when any Alfoy tries to gorge themselves on fried foods, they'll fry themselves. We have done well. The Alfoy know the truth and all temptations are secured. This calls for a celebration. I will allow myself to eat a second bran flake. That flake, it might be the best. I will allow myself to eat a second bran flake. That flake, it might be the best I've ever had. It swims in the residual flavor of the last one and floods my taste buds with delights. What would happen if I had a third flake? Or a fourth or fifth? What if I had all the bran flakes? Out of my way! I must know! Why didn't anyone tell me food was so good? On the way here, I tried bran flakes, cakes, shadow creatures, chairs, and pie! And I'm still hungry. What about you? Are you food?
Oh, okay. Wizards are not edible. Good to know. But there are still so many new foods for me to try. Leave me now to my explorations, but thank you for showing me the truth. Gobblers are our future.